So someone saw a picture of my new piece here, um, and they said, "Oh, nice! You've got the JDM version." It was on the YouTube video, and I was like, "I have the JDM version, but it doesn't have a kanji English day wheel. That's weird." And then I started reading up on them, and apparently you can tell the difference because the JDM one says "Made in Japan" on the dial and on the caseback. Well, I was like, well, that's interesting. I mean, why would the JDM one be here in America? Because this is obviously the original day wheel, but it's not kanji, so it can't be JDM, maybe. So I was like, I wonder what Seiko has to say about it. So here we are. This is Seiko USA. It is right there. We can see made in Japan. And on the dial, I think this shows us, whoops. No, it's too distorted. Okay, no, it's too distorted. I don't think it shows anywhere. But I'm sure it says made in Japan. Let's just guess that it did. That's Seiko USA. And so we see it says made in Japan. Same watch, SRPK17. We can see it does not say made in Japan. For our 3613Z4R52 is that dial code, which I'm sure you all will remind me of. We look on the back. It's not letting me enlarge, but as you can see, it does not say made in Japan. Okay, so we're going to close this one out. Do we have any other specifications that are different? Loomer bright, there's just lug, limited edition rotating. Oh, I saw something that was really weird. But in any case, let's stay on this. Curved hard blocks. I think it's flat, but I guess it's a little curved. So it looks like so far everyone in the world gets the JDM version except for the Brits. So I say congratulations to our, our people there over the water for getting the one that is not JDM. So maybe yours will be more rare. I'm not sure. But I saw something else that was weird. It has to have been a. I saw one of these things that said the rotating ring is unidirectional, which it absolutely is not, at least not on mine. Let's see here. Movement time. See, so this is the question. Okay. That means okay, so that gives me this question. We've got two completely, there you are, SRPK17 in the world style does not say made in Japan. This one, I guess I can show it here. This one, which says made in Japan. For me about this is that my watch, which has a label that clearly says SRPK, SRPK17 should be the American model, but it has the dial and the case back for the supposedly JDM, but it doesn't have a kanji English day wheel. Is there anybody else who has this connection, who has this kind of thing? So I'd be very curious to hear if you could put down below what you've actually got, because again, SRPK 17, and this is Seiko USA, and we look at it here, and it says made in Japan, and then we go here, SRPK 17, 5 Sports. Only thing is that it's Seiko Watches UK, and we see, of course, just to recap, It does not have made in Japan. Does not have made in Japan. So I'm curious about that. Does that mean that the only thing that's a difference between the JDM version SBSA225 and then the regular version SRPK17, the only difference then is the language of the day wheel? Am I correct? Is that right? Because I don't know of any other differences. Please, somebody check my math and see if I'm correct, because it's interesting. Okay. The problem I'm having is, hey, look at that. That's misaligned. I mean, it can't be that far cranked over, can it? Yeah, who knows? The problem I'm having is I'm not finding pictures so far of this original watch model on that bar type bracelet. I'm finding this with this slot type bracelet. By the way, this is a product I keep waiting for someone to find one. I've never heard of anybody ever finding one ever, or even owning one. This dive strap, this slot dive strap, man, if somebody has one of these, please let me know. In any case, you know what's funny is I have both of these watches right in front of me right now. Man, I wish I had that strap. Man. Yeah, hidden lug with the underlug there. Yeah. And it's just barely beyond the tips of the lugs. I didn't know that this came on that bracelet. I really didn't. That's something I'm going to have to look into, because I have one of these and it might look really nice on that. But notice, typical for Stellux, with these hidden lug designs, is they just cannot get those hidden lug connections. They can't get the end links to sit down. They're always all jaggy and weird looking. See, that's why they look so good when you've got the hooded, because you don't have to worry about that stuff. I have no idea what bracelet this is. I have some that kind of look like that, but not that I can really see. I'm trying to see the side here. We can see that it's rolled and it's overcurved with a split in the middle. It's going to be real standard. I've never seen that bracelet. I should find one though, because I could put it on this watch, which I also have. Well, I have actually all of these, but I only have a couple of the bracelets. Man, I want to find one of those straps. I considered making one, but it's just ridiculously expensive. Okay, so I just can't find the other one, so I'm going to punt.
Okay, so I decided for the video to put on something different.
Cool. That's your 6106. This is the fourth iteration of the MACV SOG watch. I've talked to one person who's said that their father was issued one of these in Vietnam. It has the same dial basically as the other ones, especially the main ones. I'd find it hard to believe that these were not issued. We just don't have any proof yet. Do you like it?
Mm-hmm. That's why I'm wearing it.
Does it glow at night, do you know?
I don't know.
It ought to. This Dyni-Lume usually glows. What's also cool about this, typically the Dyni-Lume is green, and these come out pretty green. This is tan, which is...
Yeah, I like tan. I'm not a fan of green.
No,
lume.
I'm not either, but it's like the hands and the dial are green, and that's not something you see very often.
You mean tan.
Tan. It's really cool. So I am wearing the SRPK17. There's some confusion about... We need to figure some stuff out, because there's confusion about what is or isn't the JDM. Because this thing, it says made in Japan front and back, but it has a Spanish-English day wheel, and the tag does not say... It doesn't have the Japanese model number, which is SBSA225. So I don't know if anybody knows about that. Let me know. I'm wearing this on an FKM strap, which is Viton. We're testing out a company who might make straps for us, and so they sent me a couple samples. I've never seen an FKM strap, and this is from Montreux. Well, it's FKM, which is Viton, which is nice. It's super like flexible-y, and it's not sticky. Gosh darn it, would you come out? Yeah, it's nice. And it's got this hollow in the back. Again, it's not sticky, but it's not too stiff. It's flexible, but unlike, regular rubber, which is this flexible, your wrist isn't going to die. And I think it's nice looking. This profile reminds me actually of a Rolex bracelet. It's kind of made like that. I haven't tried this on my sub, but I might. But in the meantime, it matches the dial color, sort of shade pretty well. So that's what I'm wearing. See, made in Japan. Made in Japan. I'm confused.